Hey guys, it's Tilapasta with the 2011 NBA playoff predictions. I did one of these last season. I'm doing another one of these. First round in the Eastern Conference, we have the number 8 Indiana Pacers going up against the number 1 Chicago Bulls. This series I don't think will be much of a challenge. I do think the Bulls will win in most likely 5 or 4 games. The Pacers, they're not good. I think they're the only team going into the playoffs with a losing record. It's just, no, the Bulls are going to win. It's kind of. The next matchup is the Philadelphia 76ers taking on the Miami Heat. Even with the big three, heck, even without the big, actually no, they need them. But LeBron James, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade is too much for the Philadelphia 76ers, who I really like. They astounded me after starting the year off so badly. They played so well to get in the spots, almost ended up beating the Knicks out. But I don't think they'll have enough to get past the Heat, they've been talking this entire year now. Been talking about championship. Will the Heat get a championship? We'll see. But I do think the Heat will win this round. This next matchup is probably going to be the closest matchup in the East. The Atlanta Hawks taking on the Orlando Magic. Both these teams they fought each other last year in the playoffs. Now the Magic won off of a 4-0 sweep, but will the Hawks go down easily again? I don't think they will, after the Hawks showed their dominance in the regular season, winning 3 of the 4 games. But I do think the Magic will win it, but it could be a possible 7-game series. This will be a fun one to watch. I am looking forward to it. I bet you guys. The next matchup here is the New York Knicks and the Boston Celtics. Who will win this? The Boston Celtics will. I do really like Amar'e Stoudemire. I mean, why did he have to leave Phoenix, though? That kind of made me mad. But I like him. But the fact that they gave up so much for Carmelo Anthony just kind of loses it for the Knicks. And the Celtics have already so much strength, and they're looking for another championship. It just seems like it's always handed to them. So Celtics-Knicks probably going to be a really fun one to watch, but I do think the Celtics will win it. Moving on to the Western Conference, we have the Memphis Grizzlies taking on the San Antonio Spurs. Who's going to win this? I think the Spurs will. Even though they're going into the playoffs with a bunch of injuries, they're just way too experienced of a team. I like the Grizzlies, and I think they'll be a team that'll be up there next season. This season's not their year. It could be the Spurs' year. I haven't really decided yet on who I want to win the championship, but I do think the Spurs will beat the Grizzlies in the first round. Let's see. Here's a fun one. The New Orleans Hornets and the Los Angeles Lakers. Who's going to win this one? Chris Paul or Kobe Bryant? 2 really good players. Overall, though, I think the Lakers will. I mean, anyone would tell you the Lakers will, except for the natives of New Orleans. The Lakers are going to win this series, but I do expect it to be close on the count that the Lakers are going into the playoffs with a big losing streak after losing their second-place spot to the Dallas Mavericks, which I'm sure they're pretty PO'd about, especially Kobe Bryant and how he gets mad over everything. And then they'll come back and win a few games and then start sucking again. And then they'll have a practice and they'll have a bunch of drama. But yeah, I do think the Lakers will beat them, but I do expect a pretty good series, possibly even 7 games. The next series is also going to be fun between 2 teams I don't really like that much. The Portland Trail Blazers and the Dallas Mavericks. Trailblazers I just don't like because it seems like the Suns are always against them in the playoffs. And I know, I'm speaking as a Suns fan, but yeah. And the Mavericks just because they always beat the Suns. I think the Mavericks will win this. It'll be close, but Trailblazers just can't seem to get it all together in the playoffs, and this year I don't think it'll be much different. The Dallas Mavericks, after taking second place, have too much momentum to stop right here in the first round. And the final first round matchup, the Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now this is probably going to be the closest first round matchup of all of them in either conference. Both these teams are young, fast, they love to score. Overall, though, I think it'll be possibly a 7-game series. I know I've said that 3 times now, but this first round's close. And I do think the Thunder will come out on top. I know I've gone with the winning team every single time here, but Nuggets are better off without Carmelo Anthony, but the Thunder are just Kevin Durant better. So there you guys have it, my first round predictions of the NBA playoffs. Just before I go, retro logos for the win. Yeah, in case you didn't notice, every single logo I used here is the team's like near oldest, probably the oldest for most of them. Thunder, of course, it's like the one they still use. But yeah, if you have any different like outcomes you think that's gonna happen, leave it as a comment below. And I will see you guys at the start of the second round for some more predictions. So I will see you guys next time.